What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl Spice. It's been a while, but I'm back with a new journey that I've started in semi-hydroponics. So in the past couple of weeks, I guess, I've turned into quite the plant mom. I've been able to turn these cuttings into these beautifully bright, vibrant plants, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from you guys wanting to know how I was able to do it in 7 weeks. So here is the complete journey from start to finish on how it went. There are some details that will have to be explained, so some things I will make separate videos for. But for now, I'm just going to take you through my journey for these past couple weeks. Week 1, I focused on propagation. Propagation is the process of taking a plant cutting and placing it in only water for a few weeks and allowing it to grow roots. After finding these mint and sage cuttings in a local supermarket, I just placed them in water for a week and moved on to the next step. So, another way you can start your semi-hydroponic journey is taking a plant like this snake plant and taking it out of the soil. So you see that baby there? This is what gave me the inspiration to start this experimentation or this journey. So I saw that I was growing the baby and I was like, ooh, I want a new plant. Let me separate them. So what I did was I took it out of the soil and I washed all that dirt away from the roots very carefully, trying not to break anything. And I cut the baby away from the mama plant. So once I was able to do that, I potted them in something called leca. So leca are those little clay balls you see there. Because there's no soil, there's no nutrients. So you have to feed them in a whole different way than you would regularly potted plants, but I'll tell you that probably in another video. So now we're at our 2-week mark. As you can see, our babies are propagating beautifully. We have some roots and the snake plant is doing great in this leca. So let's continue on our journey. So this is almost at the 3-week mark. These mint plants have rooted beautifully and I was able to pot them. So before potting them, I drilled these drainage holes in the pots and I'll show you why and how to do that in another video. But now we're at 3 weeks and we have 2 mint plants potted and the sage is not far behind. Look at that little baby. So once they start pushing out the baby roots in days, they will continue to grow. And once the roots get to be 2 inches long, at least, you can start to pot it. So at 4 weeks, we have 2 mint plants and 1 sage baby has just joined the family. At this point, the snake plants have been out of soil and in leca for at least 2 weeks, and they are flourishing. The baby is continuing to get taller, and I've noticed some new roots, so that is exciting. Now, onto these mint plants. As you can see, they're getting a lot taller, but I started experiencing mint rust. So at first, I was scared, but after doing some research, I calmed down a little bit and I just started to remove these leaves slowly. So as the plant continued to grow, I just took them off one by one. And as the plant grows, it will replace those leaves and mint rust will no longer be a problem for you, just like it's no longer a problem for me. So see at the bottom, that empty space there, well, that was just from me removing some leaves and allowing it to grow and replace them. Because as you can see, at 5 weeks, they are growing amazingly and they've already been replaced. So look at that. Not something that you have to worry about too much. So now we are at 6 weeks and I've given them some names. So this is Lena, she be leaning, and that's Daisy because she's just so bright and beautiful. And after a long journey with this sage, we finally have another sage baby welcomed into the families and another one right behind it. So this has been my journey so far, taking these cuttings to these beautifully bright plants we have today. I actually was able to repot Daisy yesterday into this a lot bigger pot because she's just growing like crazy. So like I said, this has been a very general video. If you want more details on how I feed them, how I prep the pots, and everything more specific, stay tuned for more videos and more updates because like I said, I'm a plant mom now. So get used to seeing it, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all soon.